So whether you're new to Tarkov or you're coming back from a hiatus and you want to get back into the wipe, obviously this is 12.11 wipe, there's some different things happening, but for now, this is what we're used to. This video will go through everything you need to know up to your first raid and getting into your first map and what map you should go to, depending on what you need. Now, obviously, money making, I wouldn't say is an option for someone that's new or someone that's coming back after a long break. Honestly, money making strategies, there's lots of videos on that. I'll probably do a video at some point on that as well. It's safe to say that for now, just concentrate on the quests and concentrate on just getting into the game and playing it, you know? Just killing scavs, whatever, picking up items, filling your stash up with gear, and that is that. So let's get straight into it. So once you start the game up, you'll be met with this screen. Escape from Tarkov, game terms, all that stuff. Get ready. Probably best to read this as well if you would like to. Just sort of get yourself kind of acquainted with what might happen in Tarkov. Obviously, it has a disclaimer that if you are, if you have any internet issues, you will be disconnected from the game, and if you die, your character loses all the gear, everything as normal as you would die normally in any raid. You will die, most probably, very often. Remember, this is still a game. Best of luck out there. So on the next screen, you'll be met with choosing your nickname. Now, this is what I want it to be. Obviously, there's a maximum of 15 characters. So, I mean, I can just choose Hayz Test. And we move on. Very simple. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do any underscores. I think, no, you can't. Just letters and numbers is all you can really use. So we move on to choosing our character. Now we either have Bear or we have USEC. I like it if they would light up. Oh, they do if you click on them. Okay. That makes sense. Now, obviously, it'll show the description here, what this is, of who this is. Bear, it means Battle Encounter Assault Regiment, a Russian PMC. These guys will speak Russian in voice comms, or whenever you shout at someone, or whenever you speak through the in-game system, you will speak in Russian. It is a Russian character. I know they plan to have broken English, so bears might be able to speak broken English, and maybe then USECs might be able to speak some sort of broken Russian, like some sort of, I don't know, swear words or whatever. You get different starting gear, as you can see here. This kind of gear, so packer vest, a Triton rig, some sort of backpack that looks like a burqa. I don't know, I'm not sure. Bear caps and AKs. So these guys use AKs. I think you get, it's either like PS or BP ammo as you start off with. So what I'm going to probably go for is USEC because they speak English. Sort of what, I guess, American character. So you can choose these guys, USEC for English speaking, and they will speak English when you use voice comms in game to speak with the character. If you didn't know, actually, PMC stands for Private Military Contractor that works for private military companies. So these are both, I think these are both PMC, yeah. So both sort of PMCs, just different sort of sides. So yeah, USEC will be the one. They come with M4s. They come with different contacts, all that stuff, different things. I'm pretty sure you come with a troop vest. We'll find out when we get into the actual game itself what we start with, because I know Bear start with AKs. And I think we start with some kind of DTMDR 556 as well as an M4 or something. This is Editing Hayz here. I just want to add that, yes, you do get a trooper armor. And with the Bear, you get a floor ceramic armor with, I think, maximum of 47 durability. And the trooper has a maximum of 80. So as you can tell, the USEC has a lot better gear to start with. You can also find all of the things that you start with as a Bear, as a USEC on the website, escapefromtarkov.com/pre-order page, and you can go there, can see everything that you get at the start of your wipe. Some people choose Bear for their clothing. You can see it's kind of cool with the boots and stuff, the clothing. There's some pretty sort of similar kind of looking things with the Bear clothing. I haven't played Bear at all, so I don't quite know the clothing too well. But USEC, I call it the USEC clothing anyway. Not this default version, but the ones you can purchase from Ragman services is quite cool, so I don't mind. So this is when you choose your character's face and voice. Now in this screen, it always looks really derpy. I'm not really sure why. It looks like he's got cross-eyed. I'm not even sure. It just looks funny every time. So you got Foreman here. Yep. Hudson. This is the standard, I think the standard USEC, I'm pretty sure. No, sorry, no, this is the standard USEC here. This is your previous USEC face that everyone used to have. And then obviously Hudson and obviously Foreman again. Now, voices.
Yeah, sure.
It's hard to hear because it's quite quiet. I'm not sure why. But this guy...
Never mind. We've still got work to do.
This guy, Chris, is the moany guy. I think he's the guy that, that's, I don't know, it's kind of like a very sort of like higher pitched voice. It's a very sort of like whiny, moany kind of voice very sarcastic, very, I don't know, it's very sort of sarcastic voice. It's quite funny. This is one that I would use. So this is USEC 1 or Chris. And then Michael.
Just stay focused, guys.
He's a very sort of just mellow kind of guy. A very mellow sort of voice. Not too high pitched, not too low. And you have Josh.
Getting sick and tired of all this running around.
Very sort of like husky, kind of like, yeah, I mean, you can kind of hear it anyway.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, it's very sort of like Americanized, like, hoorah kind of voice, you know what I mean? So I'll go with USEC Chris, because I find him funny. I just like his voice style. It's kind of funny. Face and voice. This is something you have to stay with. Same with the bear and the USEC. You cannot change this unless you reset your account. And the same with this. You cannot change this until you reset your account as well. It used to be in the past where you could change them. Apart from the face. The face was always Taylor here. Mr. Taylor. And you could always change the voice to different ones. But now you can't. They've, you know... You can't change this at all now once you choose this. But I'll go for Taylor and Chris. So we press next and we go through. Right, so onto the main screen here. We've got a lot of different things that you visibly see. The handbook, you click these green buttons. If there's any green buttons here apart from the hideout, you have to go into the hideout and actually sort those out. Anything on the right here, messenger or handbook, I think mostly handbook. This is just, no one really uses this, honestly. It's not really a used thing, I don't think, really. So just click, if you see any green icons here, just click them off. So we go into our character. And this is what we start with. This is a standard account. Obviously, this is recorded before the wipe. So, obviously, I can't use my alpha right now. But alpha container, as always, that would be here in your slot. So you start with this stuff. You have the green tip M855 ammo. It's not a bad ammo. It's not great either. It's kind of like... It's pretty sort of budget, to be fair. You start with some whiskey. Not sure why you'd start with that, really. Whatever. I think probably, what is it? The bears start with vodka. So technically, whiskey actually sells some more, which is quite funny, which is nice. So you can sell that, I guess, and get more money compared to bear. So yeah, M4. I think so. I think the EOD account starts with a DTMDR as well. I've had that. I think last wipe I had a DTMDR when I started. You start with some fuel here to get your hideout going. I think you need to find some things before you put the fuel into the generator. It used to be where you could just start the generator building. It would build it and put the fuel in and then start that, start the hideout up. You can't do that until you actually build the generator, which needs some parts now, apparently. So yeah, MP5s, PSD, GZH ammo. It's all there. Straight away is probably use your, put your bags inside each other. Yes, you can stack bags. It's really cool. You can stack bags and then put things in those bags. Depending on how big the bags are, you can put smaller bags in the bigger bag, but you can't put the bigger bag in a small bag, obviously, because it doesn't fit in there. If you have space, if you have spare rigs, put things inside of rigs here. So put things inside of rigs to save yourself some space as well. If you're lacking space on the standard account, that's always helpful. And then obviously cases and stuff helps out too when you can get those. So that's all you really start with. You got your tasks up here. No tasks just yet. What you can do when you start, what I would do straight away is go straight to all the traders. Try and identify as much you can in the traders here. Obviously, right now the traders are unlocked fully, so you'd have a lot less here than what you see here. But I would try and identify as much as you can here, as much as you possibly can, so that you don't have to do that in raid. You're free to do whatever you want in raid without having to identify things first, which is really annoying and can waste a lot of time in a crucial moment where you pick up a item from a player's bag, like some sort of magazine, and you can't use it because it's not identified yet. That can really be the difference between life or death. Yeah, pick up the tasks. This is just a task for the bosses gathering from the pre-wipe events. Ignore that, but yeah, pick up the tasks. Obviously, get all the tasks. Therapist, tasks, shortage, the good old Salewers. Fence has no tasks. Just check though, make sure. And again, fence actually is pretty good. Identify like really sort of random items or fairly rare items as well. You can kind of ID those if you need to. Like there's looks like a DTMDR here and an MCX here. I'll leave that for now. Skier tasks. No tasks for him just yet. I think that comes after either Prapple or Therapist. No tasks for Peacekeeper. That's after Skier. We complete Friend from the West. Mechanic. Don't think there's any tasks. No. Ragman. No task for you. So it's just Prapple and Therapist to start off with. Jaeger, I think you can get fairly early once you complete, I think, one of the first tasks. You get the Jaeger task to go into the woods and grab his letter, which is cool. That is essentially it. Got some messages here from Therapist and Prapple for the quests, and then we go on our way. Obviously, setup depends on what you want. I'll probably bring in something similar to this, very similar. I might even have a few helmets. Depends on what I get on my EOD account. I'll bring in as good a gear as I can get. I want to use the best gear I can straight away. because I feel like that would put me in a good stead to actually continue on with my raids and kind of stockpile some gear if I kill some players with this good gear. If I need to use pistols, that'll be later on when I don't have enough gear to really work with. So I'll just use pistols instead and try and get that done. Kill a scav, get his gun, and then head on from there. So what I would probably do after this, you can check the hideout, I suppose. I don't think there's anything we can do here because most of it is required to have something. Vents ready to construct, I guess. So vents are fine. You can do those. Illumination, do that as well. That's fine. The generator isn't there just yet. I think what you might need is security. I'm pretty sure. So you need a measuring tape. That's all you need. Measuring tape and 20,000. So you have to go into raid and find this yourself. So that'll take you one raid to do that. Then you do security. Then you do generator. And then go on from there, and you can unlock different things and all that stuff. Now, obviously, if you're EOD, your stash will be already level 4. If you're standard account, like I am here on this account, this is my alternate account, you'll be stashed level 0. So level it up as you can and as you go. It costs a lot of money if you're a standard account to level up your stash. That gives you more and more stash pace as you go along, which is quite nice. So in terms of starting your raids, I'd go for PMC straight away. Don't go for a scav. There's no point. I'd go for customs. Honestly, customs has all of the stuff you really need for the quests. Go back to the quests here. You've got debut where you need 2 MP133 shotguns. You find those at scavs. You kill scavs at customs anyway, so you need to do that and find the shotguns. Both of those can happen in one raid. And also the Salewers. It says find and raid or craft in hideout. You can craft in hideout once you get the security sorted. I'm pretty sure. This is locked. You need actually, well, okay, no, okay. So you need these types of things here, which you can also get from the customs as well. There is the crack house or the library area, and also various other med boxes scattered around. Takes a bit of knowledge, gain knowledge to actually find these med boxes and know where they are, but that'll come with time. But yeah, you need a pile of meds, syringe to get the med station going, and then once you do that, once you have the generator, you can then start doing the Salewa crafting. Everything you make at the hideout is found in raid, so you can sell on the flea market or use for quests. Salewa quest, find 3 Salewas in raid, and you get this stuff for it, which again is really easy to do in customs. I find lots of meds in customs because of the new area that was added last wipe. That is what I would do. I'd start with that, and then depending on what I get done in that raid, I would then either go maybe potentially, I think, factory, or even back to customs again. Maybe even woods. If I complete a quest, I go to woods and get Jaeger straight away, really fast. Get his stuff done. Woods is probably one that you might want to do fairly early on to get Jaeger as quick as you can. Start leveling him up as well. Customs, woods, or factory. Everything else, it depends on if you want to get some ammo for your AKs. BT ammo is very, very common on reserve. And obviously, then you're not doing your quests. So it depends on what you want to do, what you want to focus on. That's up to you. Totally up to you. So yeah, customs and then woods or factory. So that is the starting guide of how to get into your first raid from starting up the game, going through your hideout and getting to your first raid. I do want to put out a guide for maybe more advanced kind of money-making strategies or how to kind of manage yourself in raid, as well as like fighting strategies. So be on the lookout for those videos once they come out. Make sure to subscribe as well down below to make sure that you're here when they do come out. And apart from that, best luck in your raids.